Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one from Arrow Blu-Ray USA. This is Microwave Massacre, made in 1983. This stars a famous comedian who played the voice of Frosty the Snowman, Jackie Vernon. And, I'd heard about this one for a very long time. It was always advertised as the worst horror movie ever made. And a lot of the movies that are considered horrible, that are fun, I really enjoy. This one just gave me the impression that it actually was going to be a horrible turd and I couldn't watch it. The DVD wasn't supposed to be the best of quality. So when it was getting released on a Blu-ray from Arrow, I kind of scratched my head and said, maybe this is something a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. And you know what? I put it in. It's only 76 minutes, and right away I kind of fell in love with it. It was made in '83, so it was kind of ahead of its time. It definitely kind of feels like a schlocky kind of Herschel Gordon Lewis movie meets like a TNA comedy romp, which is a great combination if you ask me, because I'm just crazy, I guess. But it also kind of reminds me of a movie that would come out 4 years later, called Psychos in Love, which I love, which is morbid and funny, but also gross and stupid all in the same time and absurd. And I love that sort of humor. I love that kind of just silly wit. Essentially, Jackie Vernon's kind of shtick was similar to kind of I guess he'd be like a lighthearted Rodney Dangerfield, who I'm a big fan of. So when I popped this movie in, essentially I was getting jokes every second and loving his shtick. And he's basically doing a shtick the whole time. And it's kind of, if you like that sort of deadpan, sarcastic, just downbeat, working class humor, then I think you'll enjoy it. Essentially, we have a guy, Donald, who hates his wife's exquisite cooking. She's always trying to cook fancy and different, and apparently it's appalling. The guy's at work, the construction site, always busting his balls. Eventually, he snaps on his wife and he ends up killing her and accidentally eating her, finds out it's delicious, and starts using her super giant microwave to cook and kill hot women. So essentially there's just a bunch of naked random girls that he fondles and then kills and cooks up and eats. So yeah, it's as stupid as it sounds. What I really enjoy about the movie is that it's flooded with bizarre, quirky characters that are all just out of this world and absurd, including Donald himself. From the doctor to the psychiatrist to the bartender, they all have a couple jokes in here. The store clerk, everybody in this movie is a madman. Even the TV commercials, the broadcasting, it's just insane. It's not of this world. It paints this really ridiculous, almost over the top world that I find very fascinating and hilarious, and way ahead of its time. It feels almost like I said, like it feels almost like '90s stupid in that kind of vein, but it's definitely an '83 movie. The movie is actually shot in 35 millimeter. It looks freaking great, way better than this movie ever should. The special effects are silly and goofy, and just like chopped up body parts and blood here and there, meat posing as human flesh, stuff like that. The set design was actually done by Robert Burns, the guy who used to work with Wes Craven, and he did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So he was pretty much one of the better guys at this kind of stuff. And the set design they used is pretty funny. Actually, you find out in the special features they used Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees' old house, which is really funny. The acting, like I said, is bizarre and different and quirky. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the gratuitous TNA and the ridiculous, cheesy, over-the-top blood. It's just plastic body parts here and there. The DVD comes with a commentary with, I believe, the producer and a friend of his who worked with him later on. I'm not sure if he actually worked on this one, but they seem to have a good time. There's a lot of laughs in here, a lot of reminiscing about the movie and their careers. A retrospective on here, which has interviews with the director and the producer and one of the actors. Jackie Vernon's been dead since what is it, 87 or something like that. So, no interview with him, unfortunately. But, they talk about where they came from, how they got their start, what inspired them, how they decided to make a movie. And, I really recommend this one. If you like stuff like Psychos in Love or On Mass Part 25, or maybe more comedic style Herschel Gordon Lewis films. I must admit, I enjoy this better than something like Blood Feast. Maybe it's on the par with something like Blood Diner, except very cheap looking. But yeah, Microwave Massacre, completely ridiculous title, completely ridiculous idea, turns into a completely ridiculously fun movie. That's Microwave Massacre. I'm Mrparka. Check out this Blu-ray DVD combo. Will be coming out August 9th. You can get it on Amazon for I think $22.99 or something like that now. I'm sure you can get it at Diabolic and a bunch of other places. Thank you very much for watching, and there'll be links below for information. Have a good one.
Anthem Pictures reluctantly presents what is considered to be the worst horror film of all time. Your skin will crawl. Your stomach will turn.
I have to go to the restroom.
Your blood will boil. Dining will never be the same.
It's full cordon bleu.
I never tasted anything so unique.
It's delicious.
Dismemberment. Death.
Oh, man.
Distastefulness.
My hemorrhoids.
Microwave Massacre.
This is it, May.
You're a walking contraceptive.
Say, you know, you look so much better in the dark.
I've told you 1,000,000,000, billion, trillion times.
You are what they eat.
I know I'm gonna be sick. Too many bones.